There's something about watching someone you love grow old. The hands that once carried you now tremble when they hold yours. And suddenly, you start to realize time doesn't stop for anyone. A few days ago, I visited my grandmother. She's 85 now, still full of warmth, still that same gentle smile. But time has written its story on her face. Every wrinkle, every soft line feels like a paragraph in a book I've known all my life. And as I hugged her goodbye that day, I couldn't shake the thought one day I'll be her age, looking back, wondering what I've done with the time I was given. What will I say I did with mine? This episode is about that times and seasons. The moments we often take for granted, the transitions we sometimes fight, and how to make the most of the one we are in right now. Welcome to Oluwasegun in Progress. I'm Oluwasegun, a 22-year-old, still figuring out life one story at a time. Today's episode is titled Times and Seasons, and I want to talk about what it means to live intentionally in your season, not rushing to have it all figured out, but also not sleeping on the opportunities that these periods of our lives gives us. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about time, about how fast it moves when we're not paying attention. One day you're talking about your dreams, and before you know it, 5 years have passed, and you're still saying someday. But the truth is, there is no someday, there's only this day, the one we're living right now. And in this season of my life, I've been asking myself, what do I want to do differently? The first thing that comes to mind is I want to become bolder and take more risks. There's always that small fear that comes with putting yourself out there. That whisper that says, what if people don't like it? What if it fails? What if I get dragged? But here's something I've realized. Whether you move or not, people will still talk. Whether you win or lose, someone will always have an opinion. So if I'm going to be talked about anyway, I'd rather it be for doing something that matter because no one ever gets noticed by playing it safe. Playing small might make you invisible, but it also keeps you from growing. And sometimes the resistance we face isn't a sign we are failing, it's a proof that we are finally in motion. You can't steer a parked car. Movement brings clarity, and clarity brings growth. So in this season, I'm choosing to show up, even when it feels awkward, even when I'm not sure who is watching, even when the likes don't come or the numbers don't grow. Because staying hidden doesn't protect you, it just keeps you stuck. I have spent too much time waiting for the perfect moment. The truth is, there isn't one. You grow while you go, you learn while you move, and you find your voice while you speak. The second thing I want to do this season is deepen relationships. Life is moving so fast. Everyone's chasing something, a goal, a job, an opportunity, a version of success. But somewhere in that chase, we start losing touch with the small human things that matter. Things like calling a friend just to say, hey, how are you doing? Or sitting down with family without a screen in hand, or simply sending a text that says, I thought of you today. It's easy to assume that people are fine until they are not, and sometimes all it takes to make someone's day is a little reminder that they are seen, that someone cares, that someone remembers. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to become so focused that I forget to be there. So this season, I'm choosing to be intentional about people, to show up for them, to listen, to say thank you more, to say I love you more. Because at the end of it all, what really matters is not the things we own, but the people we loved. You see, every season has its purpose. Some seasons stretch you, some prune you, some teach you to wait, and others push you to move. But in all of them, there is something to learn. Maybe this is your season of growth, or maybe it's your season of stillness. Either ways, you're not behind. You are right where you're meant to be. Don't rush what's still forming. Don't despise where you are right now. Because even this, the confusion, the waiting, the in between, it's part of your story. And one day you will look back and realize this was the moment you started becoming who you were meant to be. Time is not just what we have, it's what we use. Seasons come and go, but the choice we make in them, they echo. They shape who we become. At 22, I know I'm in a season of beginning, of learning, of experimenting, of becoming, and I want to make it count. So if you are listening to this, maybe take a moment today to ask yourself, what season am I in right now? And what do I want to make of it? Because time don't wait. But if you choose wisely, what we build in it might just last forever. So do something you've always wanted to do. Reach out to someone you have not reached out to in a long time. Just make sure that you do something resounding and meaningful.